Right, welcome back to our mat side sofa at the end of day 2 of competition at the World Championships here in Tokyo at the Nippon Budokan. I'm sitting alongside Neil Adams and Loretta Cusack-Doyle. I'm not going to point out which way they're sitting because when I look at the screen it's one way and when I look here it's another. So I'm totally confused. Okay, here's Loretta. When we're going to go to Loretta first. Your thoughts first of all on the final of the under 52 kilo category?
Foregone conclusion. We actually said right from the beginning she was looking good all the way through. I don't think any of us really thought that wasn't going to happen. She was great, and in that final she was world class. That's all I can say. For me, it's no big surprise. Japan have got that first gold medal for the women, and I think that is now going to be a roll-on situation from now on with Japan.
Right, Neil, your thoughts on that final then?
I thought she was she's just such a class act. She's way ahead of everybody, really. I mean, she fought that match that we all expected and all wanted, didn't she, against Kelmendi? And it was a tough match. Kelmendi fought her hard. But she was the one, I mean, the Newaza exchange that she had that turned her into the hold down. I mean, she beat the Olympic champion and the one that has been clearly the best in the weight category. She beat her by Ippon and she beat everybody by Ippon. She took Kushitina out in 30 seconds. Wow.
That for me was the defining. That put a wrap on the whole day because it was a toughie against Kelmendi, as Neil says. But the finish there in that final, I mean, just gorgeous.
It was. There's no doubt about it. She dismissed her as if she was. No, I'm not being disrespectful for her, but it was really a class act that she came in there, and it's as if it was another Randori session.
Right, we've got the under 66 kilo category to look at. The semi-final was the thing that really set it up with Abe and Maruyama. Tell us a little bit about that, Neil.
I think, Maruyama, he'd already beaten him, hadn't he, on home ground in the Japan tournament a year ago. I think he beat him in the Japanese trials as well. And so he knew he could beat him, you know. And if you have a look at his body, the way that he kind of carried himself on the way out there, he kind of expected to win it. And I think that all the time, I think that, look at that. Amazing stuff there from Maruyama. He changed direction, and we were talking about changing direction. He looks for the Uchimata on the left all the time, and then he suddenly switches to the Sumigaeshi and gets the score. And Abe, the look and agony on his face there, because his world title had gone, but Maruyama kind of expected it.
Your thoughts on that?
Do you know, I was a little bit confused through that match quite a few times, especially at the beginning, because Maruyama looked as if he was falling apart at the seams. The first thing was his hand.
We're going to have to get you the commentary.
The first thing was the hands, wasn't it? And it looked like he either dislocated out, but it was really giving him some problems. Then later on, it was the knee. And then the knee started looking as if it was dislocating. And he limped badly. Then he stopped limping. Then he got up again and he limped once more. And I was thinking, this guy is going to have to withdraw. He looks so bad. I don't know what that was all about, because then when it started getting closer and then into golden score, then all of a sudden he
stepped up.
He stepped up. No more injuries. He was cured. Someone shot down.
I tell you, whatever it was, it worked.
I want some of it.
Whatever that stuff he's having, I want about a gallon of it. It's fantastic stuff. But I mean, he dug in, didn't he? He did look, we actually said during the commentary, he's injured. He's really injured. Is he going to have to retire? But then he just dug it. And he dug in and managed to do it. Managed to do it against Abe, and then he was all over him in that final. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was the Korean who gave him a little bit of a go, but to be honest, we were talking about the his skill, the power that he brought to it, and the determination, determination once he'd gotten past Abe to make sure that he finished off Kim Lin Wan.
Yes, it was like new lease of life, wasn't it? He'd got through the major hurdle throughout the day. That was I think right from the beginning when he looked at that drawer, he thought, this is the one I've got to beat. Everything was just going through the motions. It was one hurdle after the other. He was getting over there, and he was doing it in style. But he knew the biggest crunch was going to be Abe, and after that, although it was very confusing, he then came into that final as the world champion. He'd already got that medal round his neck. That's what I felt. And so it was just going through the motions, and I don't think the Korean really, he was outclassed. He totally was outclassed in that final.
Right, at the end of day 2 of competition, Japan topped the medal table. Normal service is resumed. We've got more action for you on the 3rd day of competition. Join us tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
It's at 11. No, it is 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock tomorrow. We look forward to your company. From Neil Adams and Loretta Cusack-Doyle and myself. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.